Hello, and welcome to the Bold Goal Crusher podcast, the podcast where we crush our goals and live boldly. I'm your host, Sara Mayer, and today we're going to explore the topic and essential practice of revisiting your vision board and updating your goals and dreams. And now really is the perfect time to do that. It's July, it's halfway through the month. And vision boards truly are a powerful tool for visualizing your aspirations, but they don't just come about without keeping a critical eye on the vision board and making sure it's still aligned with our evolving desires and circumstances. So many things change. So let's dive into how to take a look at our vision board, especially more often during the year. So first, I want to take a step back and talk about the purpose of a vision board. A vision board is the visual representation of your goals and dreams. So it's a powerful tool that helps you focus on what you want to achieve and keeps your aspirations at the forefront of your mind. And it's easy to look up. I actually have mine up there. If you're watching me on YouTube, you see I'm pointing up. If you're not watching on YouTube, you should subscribe to the YouTube channel. But it's that visual reminder that brings that vision back to your mind. But many times, just like artwork on our walls or things we hang up, because we see it so frequently, it blends in and it's not popping it out. So we need to regularly look at our vision board and to reinforce the intention and really stay motivated to pursue goals. However, sometimes as time goes on, our goals and dreams can change. New opportunities come about, priorities shift, and we gain some new insights. And so that's why it's important to revisit and update your board regularly. How often, you may be asking, should you look at your board? Honestly, I always hate when people say this, it depends. But there's really no one size fits all answer. It's a good rule of thumb to review it at least, I say once a month, but I like to review it weekly. And this allows you to reflect on your progress and also make adjustments and set new goals as needed. So I mentioned that I have a vision board up there. I did my vision board by finding pictures on a computer and then printing them out. So I duplicated that. And I want to show you, if you're watching on YouTube, you will see here, I use the Clever Fox planner, and in this planner, there's a spot to do a vision board. And so I have my vision board in here, and I made one copy for the wall and one copy for in here. So I have this in multiple places. Oh, I found something underneath there. I have this in multiple places. And I like to review it once a week when I think about how am I going to work on my goals next month, next week, next year. And if you can't do it once a week, I would at least do it every 2 weeks or every month, if that's all you can do. But it's definitely something that you need to bring back to the forefront of your mind. The first step in that is setting aside some time. If you dedicate some uninterrupted time to revisit your vision board, maybe it's time to find a quiet space, to take a look at your vision, to journal about it. This could be not only enjoyable and inspirational, but it could be what you need to put some fuel on the fire. And when you reflect on your progress, you want to take a look at your vision board and reflect on the goals and dreams that you've achieved so far, the steps you've taken. Celebrate your accomplishments and acknowledge the progress you made. And this will help you to appreciate how far you've come. All right. Next, you want to identify what maybe is no longer relevant. As you reflect, many times some of the goals or dreams are no longer relevant or aligned with your current aspirations. And it's okay to let those things go if they no longer serve you. So remove those outdated goals and make room for new ones. And that allows you to keep your vision board focused on what truly matters to you. Next, add some new goals and dreams. Think about your current goals and dreams. What new aspirations have emerged? What areas of your life do you want to focus on? And add maybe some new images, some quotes and words that represent these updated goals and dreams. So you want to be specific and intentional with what you want to add to your vision board. And then it's about reorganizing and refreshing that. So rearranging the elements on your vision board to create a new fresh layout. That's why it's really nice if you've done the printouts, because you could do that. Or you can add other images that represent what's already there to make it feel more dynamic and inspiring. Maybe a new color, a new background, or a new spot on your wall. So I want to share a personal story about the impact of updating my vision board. As New Year's, I do create a vision board that focuses on all the things. And a couple of years back, I placed some images of a successful business and people that I wanted to help, including some inspiring quotes and some of those things, and some professional achievements that I wish for. However, time passed a little bit. And I really started to value a more work-life balance, and I wanted to focus on a few other things. And so my original vision board resonated no longer resonated with where I was going or what I wanted to do. And so I knew it was time for an update, but there were things on there that were still important. And there were things on there that I wanted to add, or things that I wanted to add. And so I set aside a weekend to revisit and update my vision board. I grabbed some new pictures for the things I still wanted to do just to update those. And then I really thought about my progress. And one of the things that I've incorporated into my life is really celebrating my career achievements and making sure that I have properly celebrated them, because that's what I need to do in order to stay motivated. So updating that board not only reignited my motivation, it helped me to stay focused on my new priorities. And so when you review your vision board, I think it's really important to remember that that's your vision, but you do want to take that vision from what you want into a task-oriented, how am I going to do this situation? You can't just have a vision board up there and expect it to come to life. That's not how it works. You need to actually go into your planner if you have a planner, or go into Asana if you have Asana, which is like a task management software, and you need to schedule the activities that you need to do in order to get you to that goal. The next thing when you're doing this reflection is to really use positive language. Remember that these are your goals and dreams. So don't focus on so much what you don't want. Focus on what you do want. Focus on what is possible. And that's what's really important. Include some affirmations in your vision board that maybe will reinforce your goals and also your confidence in being able to get this done. So some affirmations that I've put on my vision board: I'm capable of achieving my dreams. I'm worthy of success. I know I can do this. And we already talked about where to place it. So move it around. Don't leave it in the same place. That's what causes it to just blend in and to drift away. It needs to move around. It needs to regularly be updated. And you want to engage with it regularly. Every week, I like to look at my vision board and say, how am I moving forward with this? How am I moving forward with this? What steps am I taking this week to move this forward? Even if it's just doing research, even if it's just watching a YouTube video. So many times we need to learn something. And when we don't know what to do, we don't celebrate that learning. Like spending 40 minutes on YouTube and doing research on the topic for your dream is not unproductive. It is productive. Put it on your list and mark it off. But you need to go from learning to doing. When you take a look at your vision board, revisit and update your vision board. It's a powerful practice, and that'll help keep your goals and dreams aligned with your evolving aspirations. And set aside some time to reflect, identify what's no longer relevant, add some new goals, and create a vision board that truly inspires and motivates you. But remember to take this from the wall and put it into your task list. So anyway, thank you for joining me today on the Bold Goal Crusher podcast. If you found this episode helpful, please smash that subscribe button. Share it with someone who may find this valuable and benefit from it. And don't forget to check us out on YouTube and subscribe for more episodes on crushing your goals and everything that gets in the way. So keep revisiting your vision board, stay aligned with your aspiration, and remember, you got this. Until next time, it's time to crush your goals and everything that gets in the way because you don't have to work double time. So let's get to it.